Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been gone so long. I have been pretty busy with work and kind of like personal things, so I haven't really had time to film anything, but I do have some time today, so I thought that I would kind of get a few videos done. Today I wanted to do a tutorial on a look that I did recently. This is the look that I wore to the Jack and Jack concert. I got a lot of compliments on it, so I thought I would do a tutorial because it is a great look, especially for spring and summer. It's very bright purple, pink, and yellow. If you want to see how to get this look, keep watching. Alright, so I am going to start off with my eyes because this look does involve a lot of color. I'm just going to start there. So I am going to take my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion just in the original shade, and I'm going to prime my eyes with that. My palette of choice today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. I am going to set it with this white shade called Sails. This is a super white eyeshadow, so not only is it going to help us blend out the other eyeshadow, it's really going to intensify the color. Taking any crease brush, I'm going to go in with the shade Coastline, and I'm going to blend this into my crease as a transition color. So now that we've got the transition on the eyes, I am going to go in with the shade Monte Carlo, which is this really nice pink color, and I'm going to blend that a little bit lower. So build that up until you are happy with the color. Then next we're going to go in with the deep purple shade called Cans, and I'm just going to build it up on the outer crease. For dark colors like this, I would highly recommend just like patting the color on and then slightly blending at the edges. This way you won't have to spend a lot of time blending the color into nothing, and you can get the pigment and just blend the edges. So now that I've got the color pretty much onto the eye, I am going to go back in with that blending brush using Monte Carlo again, which is one of the pink colors. I'm going to blend it out. Just a little bit, just the edges where I feel like it needs to be blended a little bit more. Next, I'm just going to go in with the flat brush that kind of just looks like this, and I'm going to spray it with some primer water and apply the yellow shade in the palette called Inheritance. If you find that doesn't work, like it didn't work for me, just use your finger and you should be fine. So that is pretty much it for the top part of the eyes. We are going to go in and fix it up. I'm just going to clean up the rest of my eyes, and we're going to get into our face. So for primer, I'm going to be using one that I've been using so much lately. It's the Essence Prime Studio Glow Boosting and Pore Minimizing Primer. This one is great because I find for every skin type, it does make you look poreless and flawless. Plus it is extremely inexpensive. I think I paid like $6 for it, which is honestly a steal because so many primers that don't do much cost so much more money. Meanwhile, this one, I actually see it doing something to my skin. Because I knew that I was getting a meet and greet photo, I kind of assumed that they would be taking our cameras and using flash, but they didn't, and I was kind of surprised. So because I thought they were going to use flash, I decided to use my Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation, because this foundation is meant to be used in all types of lighting, especially photography. This is supposed to be really good for that, so I used this foundation. So I guess while we're on the topic of talking about meeting people, I guess I can tell you how the experience was. So we got VIP. We got there pretty early because the email said that they wanted us to be there for around 4:30. So we got there and we stood in line until maybe 5:30. And that's when we went in and we met them. They brought us up to the top floor of the venue, and they were in this room where they were selling merch and food. There was a backdrop, and then we went in and we took pictures with them. We had to go one at a time. We asked them if we could take 3 pictures, one of us separate and then one of us together, and they basically told us no unless we decided to purchase another VIP package, and we were like, no, so we're just gonna do it separately. So we went in, we met them, they were super nice. They gave me 2 hugs each, which was so awesome, because I've been in meet and greets where they hug you once and then they're like, yeah, it was so nice meeting you, which is still nice. Jay asked me, he's just like, oh, is there a certain pose you want to do for the picture? And I was like, no, I'm good, just any pose is fine. And then he's like, okay. So if you want to see, this is actually the picture that we took. I was so happy. They are so nice. It was just a really good experience meeting them. Like, it's not that I had low expectations meeting them, but I didn't think that they were gonna be as nice as they were. I thought it was gonna be kind of like a hi, how are you doing? I'm good, how are you? Thanks for the picture, I'll see you sometime soon. They actually took the time to hug us a few times, have a little chat with us. They were so nice. I think G was sick because that's what he was telling people, and he's like, yeah, don't get sick, which Piper ended up getting sick. So then after the show, which was awesome, it was really good, just the people that were there were pushing a lot, which was really annoying. Like, I've been to so many concerts where there's pits, and this was by far the worst. Like, it really hurt my legs and my back, and because I am so short, I was on my tippy toes the whole time, and I pulled a muscle in my leg because I was standing on my tippy toes for so long. But the concert was still really good, and then after, we decided to wait outside at their bus. Before I continue on, I am going to apply concealer. I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair and just apply it on some places on my face. So after the show, we decided to wait outside their bus, and so did a lot of other people, as expected. The venue was pretty small, so a lot of people were going to go out there anyways. So we went out there, we waited maybe like half an hour before they came out, and there was a pretty big crowd. Like, they just like pushed me out of the way. Like, not even like, excuse me, like push. Not just like shove in front, they like pushed me out of the way. And it was so annoying. We waited outside their bus until 12 o'clock at night, which my mother would never let me do. Because every time she drove us to a concert, she's just like, okay, like right after the show, I want to leave. I want to beat traffic and all this stuff. But we decided to wait until 12 o'clock outside their bus because sometimes they do come out, sometimes they don't. And we really wanted to see if they were. They didn't end up coming out after that, which was fine. That was my experience. To set my face, I'm going to use my Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Powder. This is one I have been absolutely loving lately, and this one doesn't have flashback, which is really good. I used to wear the Maybelline Fit Me Press Powder, but I like this one a little bit more. If any of you guys have met any celebrities or any social media person, any athletes, anyone famous, let me know in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear who you've met. So now for bronzer, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer in Rich Amber. I really like this because it's deep enough that it kind of gives a contoured look to my face, but it doesn't look too dark. For blush, I am going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Party. This was the birthday gift from last year or 2 years ago. My favorite thing to do with blush lately is actually apply it to my nose. I like the cute look that it gives. I also find it's really pretty for spring. I just like to apply a little bit more of a neutral blush on the nose. I don't like to do anything too pink. I think the first time I did this was when I did the e-girl transformation video. I really liked putting the blush on my nose because I found that it made me look a little bit younger and it gave my skin a little bit more of a healthy glow, which I really love. I'm going to quickly go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I use the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder in the shade 5. This is my favorite brow product to use because it is super simple, and if you mess up, you can take it off quickly. I like how they included 2 different brow powders in here because it gives a more realistic look to the eyebrows. I actually get a lot of compliments whenever I wear this. It's like pretty much all the time on my eyebrows, saying how nice they look and how natural they look, which I enjoy because I like a well-made brow that looks a little bit natural. Now I'm just going to finish up the eyes a little bit. I'm not going to do too much. I'm more so just going to blend it out because I feel like it looks a little bit unblended from this angle. Alright, I'm just going to focus a little bit more eyeshadow on the lower lash line. So I'm going to take Coastline Monte Carlo in cans, those same colors I used to create the pink and the purple here. I'm going to put that on the lower lash line to balance out the eyes. On the day that I originally did this makeup look, I did put on some lashes. These are the ones that I wore. They're from Quo, from their faux mink line. These ones do look really beat up. I'm going to apply them anyways because I want to, but I'm gonna go put these on and then I'll be right back. So we got the lashes on. They don't look perfect. They are a little bit hard to manage right now just because I have used them so many times. But they are staying pretty good. I'm probably going to clean them after I'm done filming this video because I have used them so many times that there's so much glue on the band. Anyways, let's bypass that. When I put these lashes on, it's very noticeable how you can see the inner part of my eye. I'll zoom you in. Like, I don't know if you can see, but when you look straight on, you can totally see like under my eyes here. And I really want to camouflage that because I was trying to go kind of like full glam and not have that happen. So I'm gonna take my Smashbox Always On Gel Liner in the shade Fishnet. It's just the black shade. This is hands down the best eyeliner for tight lining. It just stays put. It does. And I don't really tight line that often, but this one is really good for that. So I'm gonna tight line with this. So it's not a huge difference, but you can see a little bit how much more dark my eyes look. Like I was saying, I actually forgot to put my highlight on, so we're gonna do that now. This highlight I've gotten the most compliments wearing, and it's the Wet n Wild Loose highlighting powder in the shade Written in the Stars. This is so blinding, you guys literally like have no idea. If you've tried it, you know it's the shit, you know. So I'm gonna use it on a bit of a smaller brush. I think I want to use this one, although it is an eyeshadow brush. I like using smaller brushes for loose products just because I find I get a little bit more control. I'm going to use the E27 from Morphe. It's kind of like a big eyeshadow brush. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that, tap it off with my finger. Like, look at this. Look at this, bitch. While I do like a really blinding highlight, I don't like when it's blinding all over my face. Like, look at this. So this picture I'm showing you right here was actually taken after I've had my makeup on a good 12-14 hours, and the highlight was still popping, and I was using this. So Wet n Wild really knows what they're doing when it comes to highlighters, obviously. Oh my god, are we done? I gotta put lips on. So my lip gloss that I've been wearing all the time. I'm literally going to talk about this in my favorites video. It is the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. These are beautiful because they are a very natural gloss, but they look really flattering on the lips. So this is in the shade 8, which I think is called Plum Shimmer. They don't really have names on them. They just have numbers. I literally don't really hear anyone talking about these, but I'm hoping people watch this video and start talking about them because they're really good. In the actual picture, I was just wearing a clear gloss, but throughout the day, this is what I was wearing. And then this is the completed look. Super simple, really wearable and easy for summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tutorials like this one, please make sure to subscribe to my channel down below. If you have any concerns, comments, constructive criticism, leave it in the comments down below, and I would absolutely love to hear what you have to say. With that being said, I will see you in my next video.